The three main authorities involved in inquiring, investigating, and prosecuting corruption cases under the Prevention of Corruption Act are the Central Vigilance Commission 1, that is CVC, the Central Bureau of Investigation CBI 2, and the Anti-Corruption Bureau ACB the third. Now, the key requirement before prosecuting any government official for corruption under the Prevention of Corruption Act is the requirement of sanction. Now, this requirement of sanction is mentioned under section 19 of the Prevention of Corruption Act and also under section 197 of the CRPC. Now, the Supreme Court has reiterated that sanction should be granted within 3 months. Post 3 months, it would already be considered as sanction, and charge sheet shall be filed within 15 days. Now, if we want to see this requirement of sanction from the pros and cons point of view, of course, there are, this sanction totally makes sense if we see it from the point of avoiding any false and frivolous cases against some honest government officials, and if we see it from the point of avoiding disruption in smooth governance and unnecessary expenditure on the government funds. But sometimes it also acts as shield towards the dishonest government officials, and can also lead to tampering of evidences and tampering of witnesses, of course. So this is a separate issue altogether. Of course, this calls for a long debate that whether sanctions should be there or not. But I want to consider over here another point, that as far as this requirement of law is concerned, there can be two things that can go in favor of the alleged accused. One is, let's suppose there is an absence of sanction. Now, if there is an absence of sanction, you can argue this matter, you can press on this while you are arguing your matter for discharge. That is the right time for you to argue this particular thing. Secondly, if you are questioning the validity of sanction altogether. Now, you question the validity of sanction on things like there is non-application of mind while granting sanction. Now, if you are arguing the validity of sanction, then this question can only be raised during the trial, and so to raise it at any earlier point would be fruitless.